not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. Yeah, it's your boy Big Vern getting crazy on a Monday here in the studio. We talked some Deion Sanders in the Alamo Bowl. Cherry picking. Hey, look, you picked a pepper. It went wrong. Not only did it go wrong, it went demonstratively bad. That was crazy. And it was his circus, and he's got to take all the blame for that. Then we talked some USC. USC, they beat Texas A&M. That was another team that was cherry picking. They took one of the worst teams in the Big Ten, and they messed around and found out. Yep, they messed around and found out. And so now they have to eat that loss. This is the fourth best team in the SEC. So, now I'm going to go ahead and hold you. The Poptart Bowl, the most interesting bowl that was out there. The game, the fight, the after party. We'll be back to talk about this one after we give you a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern promoting a new rap album this month. Redman, Muddy Waters 2. Get it in stores where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is What's Hot, La 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 with Redman and Method Man, Don't You Miss, Ignorant, A, Hood Star with Kid Capri, Faith Evans, Pop the Trunk, Ghetto Motivation, I love that record, Kush with Snoop Dogg, Goofy, 1 O'Clock, and many more. Redman, Muddy Waters 2, in stores now. And shout out to Reggie Noble's Funk Didoc the Spidoc. So, yeah, it's a good album. Check that out when you get a chance. Crazy thing though, the Poptart Bowl. Number one, it was the most entertaining. And again, I am at a party with people that I really don't know. They're not in my immediate circle. However, there was one casual college football fan, and it was a woman, and she was like, I could care less about the game. I just want to see the Pop-Tarts and what the Pop-Tarts are doing. And that's when I knew that they have transcended sports conversation to where people look forward to what's going to happen to these Pop-Tarts. From the resurrection of the strawberry Pop-Tart on top of the Titantron playing Hallelujah to a Pop-Tart jumping down into a toaster and coming out an edible Pop-Tart. It was comical, but at the same time, it delivered as a game. So I had no complaints with that at all. And if you're a Miami fan, this game was close. This game was in Orlando. There, pretty much you had to drive across the state, but it's in your backyard, so to say. The Canes put up 308 rushing yards. 308 rushing yards, and they still lost this game. Wow. And like I said, they did not have a bad game. When you had the fumbles, 2 fumbles, you had an interception, guys started getting a little upset because Miami is always going to feel like they're the universe of college football. I'm sorry, it's not 1980. No one is scared of the Miami Hurricanes, and everyone else properly trains now. So it's not like, you're playing a clandestine place. As you all know, we had Iowa State here at App Stupid Studios as one of our dark horses that were going to make it into the college playoff. And had they beat Arizona State, they would have been there. But we'll get into this a little bit more when we come back from a quick rap album. This is your boy Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern. We promote a new rap album this month, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Missionary. Get it in stores where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is going to be Foreplay. Shangri-La is crazy. That's a crazy record. Out of the Blue, that beat switch tempo, oh man, that's a genius. Hard Knocks, Gorgeous, Last Dance with Mary Jane, that's fire to me. Then there's Sticky Situation, oh my, there are so many cuts on here. If you enjoy real hip hop and music, then Snoop Dogg Missionary does not disappoint. Get it in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Snoop and Dre still doing their thing. So when we get into this game, in the first quarter, there were fireworks all over the place. Iowa State is going to have to score points to stay in this thing because Miami puts up a lot of points. Defenses be damned. It's an offensive showcase, and it did not disappoint. Now, Rocco Becht, he hit Gabe Burke for the 9-yard pass to put the Cyclones up 7-0 right away. That didn't last long because Damian Martinez had a 75-yard run, and bam, just like that, the Canes, they're on the board. They got momentum on their side. Not so fast. Carson Hansen, he breaks free, runs right outside that B gap, 30-yard run, straight to the pay dirt. Boom, boom, boom. This thing is now 14-7. Like I said, there were so many fireworks in that first quarter. You just had to kind of be like, what? But then Cam, the consensus #1 NFL draft pick out there, Cam Ward, he finds Jacoby George for a 4-yard pass. Just like that, the Canes tie this thing up. But Carson Hansen and Rocco Becht, they wasn't done, fighting their way downfield. And then Carson Hansen gets that 1-yard touchdown. And now in the first quarter, we're looking at a 21-14 game. Wow. Yep. But the start of the second quarter, the legend of Cam Ward still reigns superior. Cam Ward hit Joshua Trader for a 40-yarder. And bam, just like that, the Canes are right back on the board. 21-21. And Rocco Becht wasn't done dueling it out with Cam Ward. The first half of that football game was very compelling. Very compelling. Because Carson Hansen gets a 13-yard pass from Rocco Becht, and then the Cyclones go up 28-21. Cam Ward says, you're in my house. You're in Florida. You're in my state. You're south of the Mason-Dixon, and I'm going to treat you like it. Elijah Arroyo hits him for a 33-yard strike. Boom, just like that. The Canes come back. Now this thing is 28-28. Rocco could not answer the call. They booted away. Cam puts the Miami Hurricanes in scoring position with a field goal from Borrelius, and he boots in the 30-yarder. Boom. At the half, this thing is 31-28 from the Canes. The second half is where things fell apart for Miami. And we'll go into that when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Dun, 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 dun. It's your boy Big Vern pushing another rap album this month. Killer Mike. Songs for Sinners and Saints in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the album, Nobody Knows, with Anthony Hamilton, is a really good song. Humble Me, very deep, very good song. Higher Level, Lord Prepare Me, Had to Go Get It, and Still Talking That Shit. Killer Mike, Songs for Saints and Sinners in stores now. It's Killer Mike doing his thing. So, coming out of halftime, I know both teams were trying to go ahead and jockey to go ahead and go up. They got momentum on their side. The Canes got the ball. Boom. They get on the board first. They draw blood. They get on there from Mark Fletcher Jr. He got that 1-yard run. Now it's 28-38. Rocco Becht wasn't done for the night. but Cam Ward was. And I'll explain that when we come back later on in the segment. So park that car right there. So Jalen Noel, he gets that 4-yard touchdown pass, and now it's 38-35 Cyclones. We go into the fourth quarter. This is where it falls down for Miami, because Miami could not answer with another touchdown. They had to settle for the field goal, and then their defense had to step up and create that shield where they couldn't get through. That wasn't good enough, because with 56 seconds left, Rocco Becht had a 1-yard run himself, pulled it down, called his own number, and Iowa State defeats Miami in the Poptart Bowl. Now, what took so long was a fight that went ahead and it materialized, and a referee got punched and he got cut. When these are some of the biggest athletes, brutal, that you don't ever want to get into a dust-up. I understand things get chippy. This is football. A lot of guys have bad attitudes and they wanted to get out of there, especially when you're getting shown up at home. So the referee is in the middle of the melee, punches get thrown, people get pulled into it, and things happen. However, it is what it is. Miami was mad that they got showed up at home. Now, let's not make this all about Miami, because the criminality of Georgia, yes, the Georgia Bulldogs under Kirby Smart, going back to January of 2023, they've had 27 arrests. Everything from reckless driving to vehicular homicide to people beating up their families, and they kept it out of the news and the press. We are the only people who have talked about that. During a loss, Alabama loses to Vanderbilt. You had a player kick the football as the referee put the ball down, so Tennessee or Vandy could get in there and take the kneel to get that V in that victory formation and fights it. So this is the thing. When people feel embarrassed that they get beat, they react in a bad way. And this was no different. This was just a bunch of guys with chips on their shoulders. They got showed up at home in front of their friends and family and the world, because everybody was watching this. Nobody was watching the garbage NFL games they had to kind of rival this. So it is what it is. Congratulations to the Iowa State Cyclones. If you are in the Iowa State area, get in here, get in the chat. Let me know how you feel about your championship team.